Welcome. Good morning. Good morning, friends and my people. Welcome to the studio, the year of the studio, and this is that studio. This is the studio that is my studio. So let's yeah, the place where I make things. Oh, I'm sorry I was late. Uh, I have a day job, and today we finished later than usual, and I got back just now. So I'm still in my work clothes, but we'll get right into it. So uh, studio tour. Basically, nothing has changed since the last video. I have not done anything. So, however, we have acquired significantly more gifts for the wedding. So we've got a lot of wedding gifts that are coming in. Um, we've got still the tree, bookshelf, you know, camping supplies, office supplies, and yeah, that's what we're up to in terms of that. I don't think we have any more to say about that, other than obviously, if you'd like to check out the website for our wedding, it's in the description. So check that out. There's a lot of fun stuff on there about us and about our story and our groomsmen and such and everybody. Who's here? Somebody's here. Who are you? Come to the chat. Welcome. Uh, so yeah, uh, check out the wedding website and all that jazz. Then also, we've got. Um, I just start a new Bible reading today, tomorrow. So that's exciting. It's 21 days for writers, which is what I do. So yeah, so that's exciting. We've got. I'm trying to get back into writing more. That's the plan anyway. That's the idea. So that's why we're here. We're here because I'm writing a book, Nicholas Barnett's A Little Brown Book. So hopefully you guys enjoy that. Eventually, what I'm gonna do is my patrons. I'll release it to them, and I will also uh, be reading part of it to you guys to see what people's reactions are and what you guys like. So approximately 2/3 of it, I plan on reading on here. So hopefully to give you plenty of things to ask questions about. So, and then yeah, the Patreon goal. We've still got 3 patrons. So, but when we do get 5 patrons, which is our next goal, then we will be. And those patrons can be $1, $3, $5, whatever you're willing to contribute or able to contribute. Obviously, I don't want anyone to like spend money they need. You know what I mean? But yeah, so anybody that believes in this and is willing to put their money where that belief is, then five people. That's our next goal. And when we reach that goal, we're gonna celebrate on here, obviously on the live stream. But we're also gonna celebrate by releasing a YouTube video. I haven't made that YouTube video. We will decide together what kind of what YouTube video we choose. The 2 main ideas so far is like an EE video because a lot of my viewers used to enjoy those a lot. Those always got good reviews and good views, and people enjoy them. And Corinne said she likes them. And then the other idea is to do a cooking video where I try to cook a cake, bake a cake, or something like that, with Erica giving me instructions from the other room, so she can't even see what I'm doing or if I'm doing things right or wrong. And we'll see, because Erica's a great cook. She's an awesome cook. So the idea is doing that something like that. I don't know how to make that happen exactly in our kitchen, but we could potentially do it at the church's kitchen. Is kind of how I'm picturing it. So yeah, those are the 2 main ideas. But if you have any more ideas for a type of video that you either have seen me do in the past or you haven't seen me do, make sure you. Hey, welcome, Carolee. Make sure you give any suggestions for future videos. Yeah, that is what I was talking about, Carolee. Welcome, though. I'm glad you're here. So, but yeah, if you have any ideas for videos, the 2 ideas so far, my mom wants to see me try and cook with Erica's instructions, and Corinne mentioned that she liked the EDC videos that I used to make. So doing a yearly update for that since I've been here in Texas. And then on to the plan. The plan is to make a thing. That's what we do here. That's what the studio is for. That's what we do in the studio. So I've got to grab a tool in order to make that happen. I'm still in my work clothes because I just got home from work. That's why we're starting so late. And actually, it's pretty warm in here, so I think I'm gonna take off some layers. So, but anyway, so yeah, we'll jump right into it. We're gonna get cooking. Not actually, but like cooking on this handle. So the project, I guess I haven't probably explained I should probably explain in each video what the project actually is. So I have an auger, a wood auger that I would like to use, and so I'm going to use it to make a mallet. And that mallet will be useful for future projects that involve the auger, because the auger makes a hole, and in order to fill that hole, we need a big pin like this big around of wood. And so yeah, those kind of projects, we're gonna get into some joinery. So that's the idea. So, but in order to do that, we need a mallet, and the mallet gives us a chance to practice some of that stuff. So that's why it's such a great project for the idea. And this is my primary tool for accomplishing all of that I just talked about. So there it is in all of its splendid glory. So this is the knife that accomplishes the things. So, and here is what will be the handle. My plan is we're going to take off a bunch of material, make it thinner and thinner on this side, and then once we figure out what length we want it to be, then I'll saw it off, and we'll have that. And the nice thing is I'll also have a backup in case I screw this one up. I'll have this side that I can hopefully use as a backup. So that's the plan. Let's get to it. Let's get cutting. So, all right. So, Carolee, how have you been? What have you been up to? What was this week like for you? I don't know, but give me something to work with, and give me a topic to talk about. Come up with what's a topic you'd like to hear me talk about? And I'll try and make up some stuff to say about it. Anything you got questions about? So. Or suggestions or something to say. And we'll also do some wood burning for this to decorate it, which I think will be cool when we get around to the decorating stage. So, yeah. We'll see if we get it done. At this rate, I don't think we're going to get it done before the wedding. Because the wedding is only 5 weeks away now. So, that's crazy and stuff. Well, that's a little easier, but also I don't think that's nearly as safe. But what do I care about more? Easiness or safeness? I don't know. Neither of them super high on my priority list usually. Hence the not using a whatchamajigsaw. Good. Yeah. Oh, good. There's a storm coming in this weekend. There's a storm coming in this week for us too. It's supposed to snow here in Texas. That's what they're saying. So, is that the type of storm you guys are expecting? You're expecting a snowstorm? It's supposed to be in like 19 degrees and stuff here. So it should be pretty crazy. You can't even see what I'm doing. Oh, really? You had trouble finding where to suggest songs for the reception. I think Geez. So when you go in, I think it's one of the options along the top of like there's a section for each thing or whatever, and I think it's in the RSVP section. So I think there's a tab for RSVPing, and you can go to that tab, and I think that's where it is. But I'll double check and make sure. I'll get back to you on that and text you if that's not true. So yeah, anywhere from 6 to 24 inches of snow. Oh, I'm so jealous. They're like freaking out that it's going to be a really dangerous storm here because they think it's going to be 1 to 3 inches. So, which is, classic Texas winter. They're like everybody's super spooked over 1 to 3 inches. But to be fair, I mean, like they just don't have snow as much here, so any snow is a much bigger deal. But to somebody like me who's like got accustomed to Big Lake where you get 10 to 15 feet, it's just like, to me it's funny, but I get it. It's not that way for them, but yeah, it's crazy how you'll trade me. Oh, I would trade you in a heartbeat if I had a way to. Man, oh man. Wait, you don't like snow? I mean, that's not a crazy amount. That's totally doable. But I suppose you don't get to go outside and enjoy the snow as much as some other people might. So I guess that makes sense. What don't you like about snow? Or maybe it's not that you don't like snow. Maybe it's something else. I don't know. But why would you trade me? Why would you rather have 1 to 3 inches than 6 to 24? That's my question, I guess. I guess that's what I'm trying to ask. Because to me, that's crazy. Because I would love to have 6 to 24 inches. We were born and raised in the wrong states. You hate snow? Oh my goodness. Hate the snow. We have to dress. Hey Erica, what you up to? Your what? Oh, your back roller? Erica here's Luna. Hello Luna. Hello Luna. What are you up to? What are you up to, girl? Yeah? Come to say hi? Come to say hi? Yeah? You gonna say hi to the screen? Yeah, you're a good girl. You're a good girl. Erica got a roller for rolling on, and she like rolls on her back with it, and it cracks your back, right? Like that's part of it.
Cracks my back, and it also like those foam rollers you can like roll out your legs with after like working out and stuff, and they hurt really bad, but then they feel good afterwards. It's basically that for my back.
Yeah,
it's been a lifesaver.
Yeah, so you use it basically every day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So she's been loving it. So she came in to grab that real quick. Luna, you want to stay with me? If you gotta stay away from my food. I don't think it's super likely. Yeah. All right. There we go. Thank you, babe. So you don't like snow? Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I love snow. I think I don't like the cold too, though. I can agree with you on that. Yeah. I don't like the cold necessarily, but I think snow is the redeeming aspect of the cold. Like that's something I do like about the cold is that it means I can get snow sometimes. So that's it. The cold is worth it if there's snow. Is kind of how I feel. But yeah, the first snow of the year, I always run around screaming and stuff. I need to get some sort of sound dampening for this room because I feel like me hitting on this thing is like probably pretty noisy on there. Like not good audio, probably. I don't know. Although to be fair, like I watch bushcraft videos all the time where like somebody's just chopping with an axe, and I just think it sounds so satisfying. Corbin says, "Fun fact: there are venomous sharks." I didn't know that. I didn't know that at all. Where do they live? Do they live in Central Texas? That's what I want to know. Now I need to know. I would like another fun fact, which is tell me more. Tell me everything you know about venomous sharks, because that is unnecessary. I do not need venomous sharks in my life. He says as he still loves snorkeling. All right. How's Corbin doing? Does he get to watch these? Has he been enjoying this as well? Not in Central Texas, yeah. Florida or Australia? Wow. All right. Well, I won't. It's not true that I will actually avoid Florida or Australia as a result of this new information. However, I will probably remember this information if and when I get to go visit, and I will think to myself, I don't actually want to think about this. That's probably the thing I'll think. I'll think, there are venomous sharks potentially in this water, and then I'll think, yeah, probably don't think about that, Nick, because it makes it harder to swim. And you know what? If I go to Australia or Florida, but especially Florida, I probably went so that I could go swimming. So, and I'm not fond of letting my fear of death get in the way of my desire for joy. So, not gonna let it spoil my plans. That's for sure. The reality is, death spoils enough good things. It doesn't need to spoil my plans as well. But although to be fair, death basically always does spoil my plans. Like I can't. There's no time when I'm like, oh yeah, look, this would be a good time. So. At least this, yeah, absolutely. Yep. Not a fan. Not a fan of death. Not a fan of death. Not a fan of venomous sharks. Neither one. Neither one are my favorites. You love sharks. Fair enough. I mean, I also don't know if love is necessarily the right word for my feelings about sharks, but I definitely think they're very cool, and I definitely admire them. Am I a fan of sharks? I don't know. I can't. It's hard to decide. I suppose, based on my actions, it would be easy to believe and to argue that I'm not actually a fan of sharks. I am an admirer of sharks. I am someone who wants sharks to live. I don't want to kill sharks. But to say I'm a fan of sharks, I don't know. if you do go to Australia, never go into water with a kangaroo. I think that's probably good advice, but at least partially because I don't understand that advice. Um, what do you mean? Don't go into water with a kangaroo. Is there a story behind that? Like, did you at some point take a kangaroo into water with you? Is that why you're saying that? Are you speaking from experience? Respectful of sharks. Respectful of sharks? I don't know. I'm not sure I'm all that respectful because if I saw one that was trying to get really chummy, I think I'd probably be rude. I would probably push it away. I don't think I would reach out for a hug. So I'm not sure respect is necessarily the right word. But I suspect. I think it's a reasonable word though, because I do like you gotta respect their territory. Like if there's a bunch of them around, you better mind your p's and q's, you know. So that's how they trap prey. They drown them. That's how kangaroos trap their prey. They drown them. Kangaroos are carnivorous now. What? What? I feel like the kangaroos I'm remembering are definitely not carnivorous, and so they don't really have prey per se. Now I suspect that a kangaroo that was smart could win in a fight by taking me underwater. Yes, kangaroos drown. Like they get drowned, or they are the ones doing the drowning of others. They're forcing others to be drowned. Wait, I didn't know kangaroos ate meat. I guess maybe they're scavengers, like raccoons, like omnivores. I guess that would make sense, but if that were the case, why don't they have bigger canines? Most omnivores have fairly well pronounced canines. I'm super serious or confused now. They will try to get you into the water to drown you. Kangaroos will try to get you into the water to drown you? I don't know. I'm beginning to think this is somewhat far-fetched. Now, to be clear, I am entirely on board for things that are far-fetched. But yeah. The kangaroos live in a place where there are crocodiles. So I feel like the kangaroos should not be taking on the like that shouldn't be a kangaroo's tactic. That doesn't make very much sense because if they take you into the water to drown you, a crocodile is going to drown them. And they hate dogs. Well, most wild animals hate dogs. I don't know if there are any wild animals that don't hate dogs. I feel like for a lot of wild animals, dogs are like traitors. It's like you sold out to the big guy, to the man, you know? Like I feel like most animals think of dogs like that. And dogs are dangerous. I mean, they're definitely predators. And one of the competing animals in the kangaroos sector would definitely be dogs. They're used to, dingoes and such. So, and they hate dogs. Yes, LOL. Yeah, I'm so confused. I apparently am gonna after this video is done, I'm gonna research kangaroos. I clearly have more than I need to learn kangaroos. I did not know that I needed to learn. So we gotta clear up some business. Apparently those big hopping rats had more going on than I realized. So that's what we gotta do. We gotta go research. I want a T-shirt that says "Kangaroos are just hopping rats." It's obviously not true because they're marsupials, but it is funny. That's funny. Kangaroos out here drowning, folks. Wouldn't have guessed it. Wouldn't have guessed it. Learn something new every day. That's what I used to always say. I still say it sometimes. Every time I say it, though, I remember the same. There was one guy who, when I said that, he was like, "You'd have to be pretty stupid to only learn one thing a day." And I was like, "Dang, dude, that was technically true, but also entirely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary." If you could just be a little bit more negative for me, that'd be super appreciated. It's not true. I don't need more negativity in my life. Not that I necessarily have all that much. I just don't need more of it. Ugh. Ugh. My next question is like, why do kangaroos need to drown people? Ah, like, what's the reason? Maybe it's like raccoons. You know how raccoons, like, they wash their food before they eat it? Maybe they have a similar instinct situation going on. No. I'm just gonna wash. They're just gonna help you take a bath, buddy. Just gonna help you take a bath. That's all. That's all we're doing. No, it's just a bath. Don't worry. It's just a bath. You've had a bath before, right? I don't know, man. I've never had a bath with a. I don't know, man. I've never had a bath with a kangaroo before. It's just different, you know. I don't know if I really want to have a bath with a kangaroo. What? You got something against kangaroos? No. I mean, like, I just don't take baths with anybody else very often. I tend to take baths by myself. I think I don't know. I would even go so far as to say I prefer it. I don't even like the idea of taking a bath with somebody else. You know, man? Oh, come on. You gotta try. You gotta come take a bath. Yeah, down here in this crocodile-infested water. Yeah. Let's take a bath. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, just like that. You're doing great. You're so good at taking baths. Yeah. And then that guy died. That was how he died. That was how it happened. Ooh, I'm getting a rhythm going, I feel like. It's so much nicer when you start to get a rhythm going. Although I feel like I need a belt buckle, like a really big belt buckle that I can wedge this up against so that it's not on my stomach, up against my gut. Just one of those really big cowboy belt buckles would work really well right now. Which is too bad because I really don't want to have one of those. I don't need one of those at all. I don't think I've ever seen one and been like, you know what I need? I need that. Honey badgers actually do get stung by bees. They just don't care at all. Yeah, honey badgers are kind of like me that way. I think getting stung by bees is usually not a very big deal. It's a level of pain that's pretty easy to ignore. At least for me. Obviously, everybody has different reactions, but at least for me, I don't think as an adult, at least, I don't think I've ever gotten stung by a bee and thought, oh yeah, that's a problem. I think it's not a big deal at all. It's a nearly inconsequential amount of pain. It is consequential in the sense that it does make me go, oh, I should deal with that bee now. Now that bee has to die. But the consequences are more for the bee than they are for me. I feel like, usually. And they sleep off snake venom? What? Who sleeps off of snake venom? What is that? I don't even know what that means. I also sleep off of snake venom. I just want to be clear. Oh, they sleep it off. Like they get bit by a snake and they just go take a nap. Oh geez. Well, depending on the snake, that's totally doable. I mean, there's plenty of species of snake that I can sleep off. But around here we have rattlers. You can't sleep those ones off. So, although Africa has one of the most dangerous snakes in the world, which is the black mamba, and so I suspect those are. I mean, I'd be very impressed to see if a honey badger just takes a nap from a black mamba bite. If a venomous snake bites a honey badger, the honey badger won't die. They'll just sleep it off. I'm curious if that applies to all snakes or just some snakes, but that's impressive. Like, well done, honey badgers. Good on you. Good on you, honey badgers, for being tougher than snakes. So, I wish I were tough enough I could just sleep off. Watch a jig bite. Rattlesnake bite. That'd be pretty impressive. I was watching a guy who was having to deal with a rattlesnake, and he had a snake with a thing with a almost all. Oh yeah, fair enough. Probably. Wow, that's crazy. That's terrifying. I have so much fun research now that I get to go do now. Honey badgers and kangaroos. You're teaching me things. I'm going to learn so much. Geez, by the end of this video, I'm going to be basically an expert. It's going to be a good thing. I love learning about animals. Animals are one of my favorite things to learn about. When I was a kid, I used to, I just watch Animal Planet all the time. And I just soaked it in. And I'm an audio learner. So I like just listening to what they would say on Discovery Channel or Animal Planet. I'd remember almost all of it. I mean, it just soaked it in like a sponge. Love that kind of stuff. Love learning new stuff about animals. Corbin loves watching animal videos too. Awesome. Bondi Vet. Carolee says she's addicted to watching Bondi Vet. Oh, is that like one of those That's one of those vet reality TV shows, isn't it? I have like I didn't know that was a thing until recently, and I saw. That's not true. I guess I always knew. Like Animal Planet has always had stuff like that, but yeah, like I recently saw my cousin watching some of that stuff, and I was like, oh wow, I didn't know people watch this kind of stuff. It's interesting. The one she was watching, or he was watching, was about two twins that are both vets, I guess. I think these Asian ladies were vets, which I thought was interesting. The idea of two siblings taking on the same career like that together, but especially like two identical twins that look just the same. It's interesting. Seemed like a potentially interesting show. Not for me, but not my style. But that's because TV in general isn't my style. I don't watch TV hardly at all, if ever. I do when I'm at other people's houses, though. Whatever they're watching, I guess I end up seeing that. But, which is funny because I grew up with so much TV. I always had TV as a kid, but never made it a priority as an adult. I think that's pretty common these days, though. I feel like a lot of people don't really watch TV as much anymore. I still spend way too much time on my phone, though, so it's not like the habit is any different. I just had a different medium of preference. So, I know my dad, he watches TV a lot, and because he's home all the time, being bedridden and all. But he also watches YouTube on the television, and so when I used to make YouTube videos, he always loved that because he'd get to watch me on the big screen because he's got a real big television. Because that's most of what he does, so it makes sense for him to invest in a big television, I guess. But he used to love seeing me on the big screen. So I haven't told him about this live stream. I should tell him about this live stream. He probably love the heck out of these. Well, I don't know if he enjoy the heck out of it, but he might enjoy it somewhat, at least. At least getting to talk to me and getting to watch what I'm doing and see what I'm up to. I bet he'd like that, actually. I should tell him about it. I should. I'm gonna. You convinced me. I'm gonna share this with my dad. Let him know, because he'd probably love it. And part of the book is about him, so. Blech. How old is Corbin now? I wonder. I haven't seen that boy in a long time. Too long. If you could travel anywhere, if I could travel anywhere, where would it be? He's 14. Oh my goodness, he's so big. That's so much bigger than I'm picturing. Last time I saw him, he was just knee-high to a grasshopper. No, where would I travel if I could go anywhere? Well, first of all, I think I could travel almost anywhere except for the countries that are closed down right now because of COVID or whatever. So I guess one of those maybe. If I could travel anywhere, I'd go to one of those. Maybe like I don't know. There's some cool places in the desert region, and I'd like to connect more with. Now that I do kind of live in a place that is, I think technically, the part of Texas I'm in is not considered a desert, but compared to anywhere I've ever lived, it sure feels like a desert. So, but yeah, I feel like I'd kind of like to connect with some of those kind of cultures and kind of learn some things from that kind of stuff. And maybe go out in Morocco, or what was the other one I was gonna say? Or like maybe Lebanon. Lebanon would be super cool. What's that one at the bottom of the Sinai Peninsula? It's a little tiny one. I don't remember what's. I'm blanking on the name of that country right now. But saw some really cool stuff there. Anywhere in the world. I guess those are the main places right now. My favorite place to go in the world right now is just here, home. But that would not constitute traveling, would it? But I'd like to go to, like, the biggest, coolest thing on my bucket list is a place. It's in South America, and they're called tepuis, and I want to go to them. And the tallest free-flowing waterfall on Earth is off of the edge of this thing called a tepui. And I would love to go just camp on top of one for like a week or a month or something. Just because nobody's done it. It's super remote. So, be really cool. Yeah, that's probably I guess that's the thing. Like, there's obviously plenty of cool places to go, but of all the cool places to go, I think that's the one that I would be the most excited about if I got the opportunity to do it. Right. Of all the plane tickets someone could give me as a gift, that is the one that would get me the most excited. So I think that's, well, I mean, or I guess Hawaii, because if someone gave me that as a gift, that would currently be the best gift. So yeah, because Hawaii is where we would like to go for our honeymoon, but it is expensive. I do not have very much funds. So, but yeah, that would I guess that would probably constitute, if I could go anywhere, that's I guess that's where I could go. I would just not go today. I'd go like, in 5 weeks. I'm gonna marry that girl. I am. True story. There it is. I think we're almost. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna have this as the bottom of the handle, and this is the top. But we got a lot more material left to take off of here. Got a lot more. So, but no more today. Today we have accomplished what we wanted to for today. So, all right, let's look. In closing, I hope you're excited about Nicholas Barnett's Little Brown Book. We need to schedule a little differently for next week because I will hopefully be working basically all week next week. So Friday is, I think, fingers crossed, my only opportunity to do a live stream. So, are you available next Friday at 5 p.m.? Because I usually don't work on Fridays. So I don't think they'll ask me to work next Friday. Friday it is. Friday it is indeed. That's what we're going to do. Thank you to my patrons, Jill, Raagnaerok, and Charlie. Also, check out my podcast, That's Enough Brothers. That's also in the description. And yeah, them's the plans. March 4th is the wedding. Next week, Friday at 5, is the next live stream. And what else do we have coming up? Do we have anything else coming up? I don't think we really do. So, yeah. Have you checked out That's Enough Brothers yet?